Hi, this is Dina with Pretty Productive. We're a mother-daughter Etsy shop that sells all things budget and planner related. What we're going to be doing today is our February week 2 check-in. So if you see my videos in the past, you know that I stuff my cash envelopes twice a month. So in the beginning of the month and then mid-month. We did have a lot of changes in our income. My husband retired, then he got another job. And then we're finding out that he's gonna be paid monthly, but we're not really sure. So anyways, February is a work in progress. It's a learning curve for me right now to learn how to work with an income that we thought we had completely buttoned up, and then we've been having surprises all over the place. So please continue to watch and see how this saga continues. So we're gonna start with our work in progress. A few of the bills that we weren't sure that we had estimated have come through, and they actually came in a little under where I estimated. So for internet and phone came in the same. Electric came in at $158. I had estimated $200. Water was in when I set up my budget at $143. Auto insurance, I'm going to keep it at $303. It did go up because my husband did buy a car, but we're going to pay the difference out of another account. So this one is basically my daughters who pay me back for their insurance, and then a truck that we have that's like a 98 truck. So it's really inexpensive to insure. My husband's new car is not. And then the natural gas bill came in and it was $45. I had estimated $60. And my estimations come from my yearly budget setup, where I went through and actually pulled all my bills and calculated what I paid in the ones that are not consistent. So electricity obviously is not consistent. Water bill is not consistent. Natural gas is not consistent. So I did go through and write them all in. So when I was doing my budget, I didn't have to look up my bill from last year or kind of just take a shot in the dark. I could look on this and find out. And then at the end of the month, I go through and finalize them. And I change the ink to blue. That means that they are the new totals instead of where I had estimated them. So just to kind of understand my system, the way my brain works a little bit. And then for my cash envelopes, I'm going to have true confession time because I did something that I tell people never to do, and I took from one category to another. But it was out of control this month. So we're going to go ahead and get started with our check-in. My sinking funds I put in at the end of the month. I already know that the medical copay that I had estimated $200, we've already paid that out of pocket because we have a deductible now with our insurance, which we haven't had in the past. And so we've already paid that $200. So I'm going to have to either increase that or we'll continue paying out of pocket until we get to our deductible, and then I'll just kind of start a cushion fund. So I'm not really sure how that's going to happen. For vacation, fitness, Christmas and gifts, I did spend part of my gift money because it was my son-in-law's birthday. And so I took the money from that category. So the balance will go in at the end of the month. And then for Story Camp, that money has not been spent and it will stay intact. And I'll move that on the 28th of the month when I get paid again. And then I've already paid for any of my debt snowball. And I thought for some reason on my Chase card that I had written the wrong number down, but it is correct. And then for my envelopes, let's dig in. So I did remove $730 from my account to stuff my envelopes. I have $740. So I think what happened when I was at the bank, I just put it in my wallet and my allowance money was still in there. So we'll sort it out together and then I'm going to take the money and put it back into my wallet for my allowance. I do use the cash envelopes from our shop. These are the ones I'm using right now. We sell the envelopes, we sell the stickers. We will customize the stickers for whatever category you would like it to be. And we do foiled and unfoiled. There's 6 different fonts that you can choose from as well. So I kind of did a little bit of each one. I personally love the foil, so that's usually what I will pick. Okay, so I went ahead and did the week 1 and week 2, kind of where we are right now. In groceries, I have $278 left of my $500 budget. And this is true confession time. I took $100 for my groceries and I put it into eating out because I was already over my eating out. So I still have $18 in this account in my envelope from the $150 that I ended up with. And so I'm going to put the balance of the grocery money, which is $200, into Nope. So I have only spent, and this tells you how much we've eaten out and not going to grocery shop. I've only spent like $183, $82. So, it is going to get, it's going to get the whole $250. No, it's not. Yes, because I took it out of this one. I should probably start this video over with. Anyways, $250 is going into groceries, and that will be for the balance of the month. I do need to go to the grocery store really bad. My husband's been traveling, and so my daughter and I have gone out every night. So I definitely need to control that. And then you'll see my last line was Girl Scout cookies. So I'll be very glad when the Girl Scouts go away. Today is Valentine's Day, so happy Valentine's Day if you are celebrating this day. And so I'm going to fund $250. So it'll be $268. Okay. So that is on my list to do this weekend. I do have a 3-day weekend this weekend, so I will have time to go to the grocery store. My husband's in town this week, so really no reason to go out like we have been. So for eating out, I have, and this is very sad, but this is my reality right now, I have $27, and that is all I have for the rest of the month. So I'm not funding this because I've already blew through my $200 budget, took $100 from groceries. I need to stop the madness, so this is it for this category. And then for recreation, I started with $40 is what I funded of my $50 budget. And this one is completely empty. So I'm going to put the last $10 in. And then I did keep my entertainment money in the account. I have spent that, so I will not be funding entertainment. And luckily my sister's coming into town next week, and I've been saving my allowance for that because I spent my other money. So, you know, it's really much easier and less stressful if you just keep everybody in the right category and don't cross spend from different categories. It's like a major no-no, but obviously I did not take my own advice and it's all over the board. Okay. Personal care, I have not spent anything. I am having a massage this weekend, and I did want to leave money in here because I think we're going to go get pedicures when my sister's in town. So I have $70 there, and I'm going to add $60, and that will be my entire $130 budget. I always like to leave some 5s in here to kind of break up for tip. And so I'll spend probably close to $50 this weekend because I do upgrade my massage to a 90-minute. And then I will tip her, and then that will still give me money, excuse me, left over for a pedicure or manicure, whatever we decide we're going to do. So I now have $130 in that account, that envelope. Okay, so my allowance is empty completely, but some of this went into my wallet, and that's where the commingling happened. So I give myself $50 a week. So when I stuff my envelope, I do it as 50 and 50. So 50 will go into my envelope, which usually then goes into my wallet. And then 50 stays at home because obviously I cannot be trusted. And these are the tabs from A Time for Everything, or Time for Anything. And it's an Etsy shop on I bought mine through Amazon, but I don't think she sells on Amazon anymore, but she definitely has an Etsy shop. I looked it up because I was wondering if she was still had her business and still she's selling the envelopes and not envelopes. She sells this dividers, and then she sells these, which she calls an envelope, but it's kind of a waxy fabric that you can put your tabs into. And then I just use my label maker, but I think she sells labels separately as well. So my allowance will go over here. And then for household, it will be, okay, so first problem. I'm gonna take a 10 from the money I put over here. Household is 110. That goes under my household tab. Where's my household tab? Okay, it's gonna go right here until I find my household tab. And then giving is 200. So 100 will go into my envelope. And this one is empty. And then 100 will go under the tab and stay at home. So every one of my envelopes has a matching tab so that if I am splitting it like I am now, then I can, oh, there's household. Then I can leave it at home and not take it with me and have a chance to spend it. So I found my household tab. This goes there. And then my giving tab is here. I kind of wish they had these in patterns or colors because sometimes I lose them on my desk or on top of my planner because they are so clear. But that's just a wish. And then entertainment is not going to get anything. So I'm going to put this 20 to the side and then I'll figure out what was supposed to be my allowance and what wasn't. So the cash envelopes are stuffed. Those of you who watched my last video know that I went back to this planner because I had it in the Filofax Safriano and I hated it. It was too long and it was very hard for me to be able to open up and see what was in there, and it just didn't fit in my purse well. This one fits in much better. So I went back to this one. I'm much happier with it. And then I have my gift cards and anything like that back here, so I know where they are when I'm going shopping. I can just grab this whole thing. That has worked out much better for me. Okay, so when we come up here and we look at where we are, okay, and we're gonna use one of the tabs. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you've ever in your career, and you probably have, I have a new boss who is amazing, but she works at a really fast pace, and so we have been just crazy busy at work, and I have felt like I have not taken a breath. So I'm glad to have a couple days off just to kind of regroup and get myself organized. I don't like feeling that I am not prepared for my week or my day, so that's what I'm going to be doing this weekend. I have no plans other than to get things done for the shop that I put off, as well as I got the orders filled this morning, so that was a good feeling, and get my work book organized and get my planners organized because they are a hot mess right now. Okay, so for groceries, we have $2.78 is what we're starting this one. Eating out is $27. Recreation is $10. Personal care is $130. Allowance is $100. Household is $110. Giving is $200. And entertainment is done. So this money right here, the $730, however I ended up breaking that out, will need to last me till we get paid again on the 28th. I did mention in my first video this month that we had a second check. We didn't know what that was. We did find out what that was. And it was like a one-time only disbursement as they rolled the money into our retirement account. And so there was an overage part that they sent us a check for. Would have been really great if the state had decided to tell us what that check was for. But his retirement check, his pension check, is almost to the penny what we thought it was going to be. So I do feel like we did prepare for that. And then what we're doing with this paycheck now is just going into account to build our savings back up, because we did buy a car. And we are getting ready to redo our floors in our house, and we know there's going to be this domino effect when we do that, because it'll mean we want to look at countertops, and we're going to look at cabinetry, painting it, and things like that. So we're really just putting as much money as possible in there before we start the project, and then we'll kind of just sit down and make a list of what we need to do with each category and where we're going to start and how much money we need to have in that account. We also need to prepare for taxes next month. So I did pull things together. I'm getting ready to send them to our tax guy. He will probably give us a number in March, and then we'll know what we need to have ready for April 15th. So we always pay, because my husband has a part-time job where he is an independent contractor, so they don't take taxes out of his check. So we just continually fund a savings account where we put that money in. So we do have the account ready. Sometimes he ends up making a lot more than we had anticipated. So we're kind of being very tight with money as we get ready to pay that. And then sometimes, like last year, it was a really nice surprise that we actually had a very small tax bill. So that was really nice as well. But until we know, it's just always a little bit stressful just to find out what that number is going to be, but we should find out shortly. If you have any questions, please let me know. I appreciate you all being along for our journey. And when I say ours, really my husband and I, because my daughter is a totally different kind of budgeter. But what's, I think, important about this YouTube community is that budgets are very personal. It's something that I've learned from many, many different YouTubers out there, and different tips and techniques. And I hope that you learn something from our channel as well, that you can take to help you on your financial journey. So good luck to you wherever you are on that journey. I appreciate you watching. If you have not subscribed, please do so, and please hit the alert so that you know each time that we post a video. Thank you so much, and have a great weekend.